computers are. You now can hear me. You should hear them in 1 second. Computers suck.
Yes. Haha.
Cool, we're good. I restarted my computer, which means everything breaks.
Yep.
But I don't like restarting my computer anymore. It's not fun.
Fair.
Breaks all of my OBS settings. It breaks the softwares I'm working. Sometimes it breaks web pages I happen to have loaded in the background. I'll go back to them and it'll just be like...
Who knows where you were?
Sorry, you get to restart.
That personality quiz is on the first question again.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Let's see if I can get something different. How manic am I today? Okay, welcome everyone to our third discussion cast. We've had two other of these where we've discussed our sessions prior. Our previous one was at the end of the heist campaign when we finished up with the Lucky Sync and their chaos, as well, even though that chaos has continued on into the Misfit Warriors. And the one previous to that was the first one, which the only reason Discussion Cast exists is because I didn't turn the audio back on halfway through an episode once. So it was just, we had to talk about what we did in session, because we had too much role play, and we were like, oh crap, plot is missing.
Yep.
So, that's the point of Discussion Cast, is for us to discuss the previous episodes and talk about D&D overall. Because this is going to be a little more structured than our disaster casts, which are me and Brian, or me and whoever it is, going off the cusp. But, you know, ask questions in the chat. If it's about D&D, we'll answer them. If it's not, maybe. We'll see.
Do we have anyone in the chat right now?
We had one person who commented initially, so you guys should have your chat open just in case. It's not like that previous session where we had 10 people in, which was insane at the beginning. And that was just because I think one of my scouts messaged in their group chat, "Everyone, now!"
Nice.
So, where do we want to start with our wonderful discussion?
I think we should start with introductions and what you're drinking.
Okay. Well...
What I'm drinking?
No. What are you drinking? No,
Everyone.
Andrew, introduce yourself. What are you drinking?
Hi, my name's Andrew, and I'm drinking, what the fuck is this? It's a lemon lime body armor.
Nice.
I don't have alcohol. At least not right now.
That's allowed.
I do have other things, though.
Other things not to mention on Twitch.
I didn't click that button.
I am Vicky. I am drinking a strawberry liquid IV.
Ooh, nice.
I guess I should have told you to intro characters you play.
Oh, sure. I play Knock, and Andy, and Lemon, and Hiss.
Hi, I'm Conlan. I play Bracket in the Misfits campaign, Rain in the Lucky Sync heist campaign, and likely in the future you will see her, based on the fact of just what Seabreeze wants, or Eileen, or Lamakowski.
It's Lamakowski.
It changes so often.
Or Wind Whisper, or...
The Llama Man. I'm drinking a now warm Dr. Pepper.
No, get a glass. Put some ice. Get a glass and put some ice in that bitch.
I don't care that much. It's a Dr. Pepper. It's still good. It doesn't stop being good.
Warm soda is just.
It's a liquid. I also have a water somewhere. I also play Altuk and Greg. And one day you guys will see me play Minerva when we do a one-shot.
Ooh.
As well as all the other characters, because the one-shot's going to be me being the DM.
Yeah, I did for a minute want to run a one-shot, I will say. And then my week got incredibly hectic.
I 100% Okay, that's better. Amount light. I 100% wanted to do it, but I got sick, so I just didn't have time. I was sleeping. I was unconscious.
Yeah.
I was taking
Yeah.
a couple too many edibles as I was delirious from being sick, taking edibles because I was sick, so I didn't want to be alive.
Are you talking about the
I
last
had
session?
some wild dreams.
Well, yeah, weed tends to do that. Are you talking about the last session?
In terms of what?
Like before like when you were in that state of mind?
No.
Okay.
No, last session I was just normal stoned.
Okay.
The session before that, I took too many edibles. That's why it took us so long to get through a very simple interaction of, "Hi, what's your name? Oh, cool.
Go
you
up
also work
the
for
stairs.
Go up the stairs. Go talk to the dude. Say,
Go
hi,
up
we
the
work for Xylia too.
stairs.
Ain't that neat? Leave."
It took us like an hour to go up a flight of stairs.
It took us an hour to get into a building.
I think we do need to be better about pacing.
Yes.
Yeah.
That might help our viewership.
That will help everything.
It is fully on us, I will say.
Yes.
It is on us as the players.
Yes.
We make the choices.
I have two particularly in mind that I think contribute to that the most.
I don't know.
Callum. It's almost like the autistic ADHD kids are a little
right now.
weird.
He's not here to defend himself, so I'm not going to bring that up yet.
I'm sorry we each have a bit of the tism and a lot of the ADHD.
Yes, I understand that we, by our very nature, we're chaotic, and just by its very nature, D&D is just chaotic. However, we definitely do need to be better about pacing, because if we keep taking
hours,
like an hour and a half to climb a flight of stairs,
to have a basic interaction of, "Hey, cool, neato, bye."
Yep.
We're bad about it. It's part of it is we also enjoy the world too much. Where we're the kind of people where we want to see every fucking detail to a point of like a nauseum.
Yeah, there's
and
just
Brian
here's the
will
thing.
give us those details if we press.
Yeah, but we are playing D&D. We're not playing a video game.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean? Like you can't touch every single blade of grass and figure out if there's an Easter egg.
Yeah.
Like we just gotta keep moving.
Yeah.
Wow, the physics of these flowers are amazing.
Let's cast Speak with Animals on literally every animal we come across.
Yeah.
There's a squirrel. I want to talk to it. We did that in the beginning. Like, I remember Asia being overly excited every time she was like, "Can I do that?" And you're like, "Use it. Hold on to it."
Not everything is supposed to be a plot thread. Sometimes it's just there.
Sometimes it's just set decoration.
Yep.
I've had so this is more a disaster casting thing, but it's about sessions, and you will be playing in this world soon. This is the one shots based on this world. My scouts kept on trying to fight people, and I had to be very conscious to them, be like, "Guys, you are normal adventurers. They're like level 8 or something like that. The people you are attempting to fight are like level 15, well-experienced characters. They will just obliterate you. You will be turned to dust, and we will have wasted our time creating characters. They're guarding you. That implies they're more powerful than you are. Because I just want to fight everything, even like random passerbys. I'm like, cool, go hit the random passerby. Now you're fighting the guard. At least we don't do that.
Wild.
On purpose.
Wild.
We've never fought the guard directly.
We've
only gotten slightly in trouble with the guard.
We've yelled at the guard. That we can do all day.
The misfits have yelled at the guard. The heist, we're avoiding them at all costs.
Yep.
Though Rain's about to get all snippety about the guard and try and improve their push to improvements in the guard system. Because this is a point where there's a power vacuum, and I'm excited.
Yeah, what do we think the implications are going to be from Martathast crimes being
to everyone
being like revealed
I don't
to
know.
everyone
I feel
in the
like
city.
Okay, I question whether I should have worded that differently.
Do you remember exactly how you worded it?
What did I say?
It's essentially you said you want everyone to have knowledge of all of his crimes. Not those
yes,
exact
I wanted.
words,
I wanted.
but very
I
close.
no. I said. Like I said,
Everyone in the city.
I wish for his crimes to be exposed to the people of Zista City. I think those were my exact words.
Yeah, that makes sense. That sounds like how he would speak.
So everyone in Zista City just knows everything that he's done. So.
Yep.
The only good thing is they only know what he has done. You did not say your family's crimes.
Yeah.
Had you done that, you would have been fucked yourself because you would have exposed your own crimes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm being so for real. I really want Brian to send us like a dossier.
We need one
at some point
crimes.
Because like it's like Rain knows all of this information, Andy knows all of this information. Like
it's important as a talking
can
point.
Kind of fuel, like
there's
gonna
be a power vacuum because he's gonna be demanded to be arrested. Everyone knows he committed these crimes.
Oh, of course.
But that means
the guard is gonna just go to his home because the guard all have this immediately implanted into their brains.
So I would.
So that's first. He's gonna be arrested immediately.
I think he hasn't been yet, purely because the guard are too focused on the crowd control and everything that just happened the past.
So the elementals.
It's their second highest order of importance. They're like, we need to keep an eye on the Marfast family, make sure they don't just start fucking running. But beyond that,
I wonder if the city's. Do we think the city's going to be in lockdown?
The city is currently
said to be in
lockdown. We're in martial law.
Oh shit.
It's just the problem is General Eldrick hasn't had the ability to declare it yet. Essentially, announce it at the Athenium.
Yeah.
It's part of there's going to be martial law, and there's a power vacuum, and now a major person who just became a die immediately gets arrested. That's going to cause issues. I'm excited to play Rain during these issues. That's the whole... Because she's the only one of the people who knows the connections of everything. Because if other people know the crimes, Rain knows how it works and also has Delsin as an ally.
Yeah.
To make deals
I feel like
with.
Rain is going to be a very, very important, intelligence agent right now for Eldrick. Like, in a way that will gain his trust even more than she already has. Because I feel like that's kind of gonna be Rain's next step, is being like kind of like a spy.
I don't know if she's gonna be able to be a spy purely because she might have been too public at the gala.
That's fair.
She's kind of burnt herself there. So this is a good discussion. Now it can be the question to me: what do I want to do with Rain? I've thought about this.
I mean, so we know that disguise potions exist. So that's number one. You could always get your hands on that. We're on good terms with the Liberator, right?
Good enough.
Good enough terms with the Liberator. So, like, you have connections in the Undercity to get, like disguises.
A little higher level than I probably should plan. Okay. Okay, we'll just see if you can do it. Yes.
Hey.
Callum's here. Hi, Callum. We're discussing the implications of Rain and what will be next for her.
Oh, okay. I love that. That was actually ties in nicely to one of my questions.
Cool. How about you do your quick little intro of here's our bearded man.
I am a bearded person, and I'm tired all the time, and I have 4 limbs and cannot catch my child some days, so I must scream.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm playing Yamakasi. I'm also like stupid thing that I want you guys to know about. I'm using an app called Finch. And you make a little bird person, and it's like Neopets, but you're self-caring for yourself because the little bird is you, and all of the things he has to do are things you have to do. And so when you do it, he feels good, and it's really helpful. It's stupid, but it's helpful. But my bird is
I've
named
heard a
Yamakasi.
lot of. Oh,
He's
so
dressed like a
sweet.
pirate. It's so funny. I
Aw.
love him so much.
I have heard very many people talk about Finch and talk about how much it helps them mentally.
It's
I
so
will say
stupid that it helps me so
struggle with
much, but it
using
actually works for me.
daily.
I
I'm
use
not good with consistency.
it gives you a notification, and I use it for like when to put Avery down, because every couple of weeks he like shifts a couple of minutes. 15 minutes here and 15 minutes there, but like I react to the changes slower than he does. So like right now he's currently going down for his one nap a day at noon, and I'm still used to his 11:30 schedule, so I start getting really like antsy and really like anxious and overwhelmed at like 11.
Yeah. Yeah.
which feels bad because all he wants to do is like chill.
Both at the same time.
Can I share one more thing before we get into it about
Absolutely.
Avery that I found out today?
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Piano makes him cry.
Wait, what makes him cry?
Piano music. It makes, and I had to ask him a bunch of times if he was sad. He's not sad. It makes him feel so happy. He feels like he has to cry. I don't know.
That's even more adorable.
It's so fucking cute. Like he found this toy at our friend's house, and when it goes to sleep, it plays a little piano lullaby.
Okay.
And he would click the button until it got to that song, and then he would clutch it to his chest and walk through the living room sobbing. And just saying, comfy, comfy, comfy. Like he just wanted to lay down with a blanket and listen to this song, and it was so much. Like,
oh, that's so sweet.
I love that. I love that.
Oh my gosh.
He's such a good kid.
Yeah.
Vicky, is that Play-Doh?
What's that?
Oh no, it's not. It's it is kind of like Play-Doh though.
I was just curious as to what she was playing, what they were playing with.
It's like kneading putty. It's like
okay.
a physical therapy tool.
Okay.
It's kind of for like hand strength. It's good to take breaks when you're knitting so that you don't break your hands.
Did I tell you I'm working on my first crocheting project?
Ooh, okay.
No, you did not. Oh my god. I'm so excited.
It's just a Woobles. It's one of those like kits you can buy that have
great.
My goal is to eventually make a life-sized Sudowoodo Pokemon Pokédoll.
That's so cool. Oh, that's so awesome. I'm so glad you're getting into it.
I'm trying. I don't ever have any time to start. No, and it for sure is. Like, dude, it's so crazy because like all Avery wants is my attention to do shit that doesn't not require me.
Yeah.
Like he wants to do somersaults all day. And he just wants me to sit there and watch. Yep. He does not need my help. He does not need me to intervene or even critique. He just wants me to cheer. And it's like after hour 2, it's like, bud, seen you do this like 1,500 times already. Like, I'm sorry, but it's losing its luster. I don't know what to tell you.
Sweet boy.
Oh my god! And like, we've been hanging out with his god sister, and all he wants to do is hug her, and she just wants to push him over, and it's really funny because he's like, he's like, "I love you, Ellie," and she's like, "Fuck off me," and he's like, "Oh." She's like 6 months younger than him, and she will straight up body him to the floor. Like, it's so funny.
Yeah.
Because he's like, kisses, and she's like, "I'll make you kiss the ground, bitch." Like,
Baby wrestling.
no, it's not even wrestling. It's just her wrestling him while he's trying to
Yeah.
love him. Like,
Yeah, it's like baby WWE, and she's the heel.
it's so funny. She's so brutal, and like it really to me seems like the difference is that like her dad is in the Navy, because like both of their moms are ex-Marine Corps, but like the difference is that like I am me and Ellie's dad is in the Navy, and she's brutal. Like
Well,
it's really
gonna
funny
be
though
a
because
seal. Like they're gonna be either gonna storm and find the next set of terrorists in the 2040s.
I don't even know though because like they're both artists too, so like I feel like mostly she's just gonna be a punk rocker, like you know what I mean? Like
No, roll. So
Hell
you're going to
yeah.
go roller derby. Got it.
yes, exactly, like 100%. But like the main thing for me is that like they think she's not cuddly, but whenever she's around me, she won't let me put her down.
You're just
Like-
very cuddly, bud.
Dude,
That's
it's something
true.
else though, because like babies inevitably shit in my presence. They just relax and void their bowels.
It's just when, not if.
They feel
It's-
comfy.
seriously? No,
They feel
seriously.
safe.
Gloria left Ellie with me while she went to a doctor's appointment, and she was like, "Hey, she's constipated. She's been constipated for 2 days, so she's probably going to be really grouchy." She left the room like to go to her car. Ellie walked up to me, put her arms up to have me pick her up. I picked her up. I sat on the floor with her in my lap, and she sat with me while I sang a couple of songs, and then shit in my lap, and then got up and ran off.
Yep.
Yep. It was fucking nonsense. I was like, "Oh yeah, she was constipated, huh?
You
Huh?"
solved
She
it.
just shit all over me.
Callumn, the baby laxative.
Basically, though, and like honestly, at least I make them calm and not
You know
the other way
what?
around.
Yeah.
Callum, you should call the Avengers. I think they need you.
Honestly, though, like it for real. At one point in time, when Avery was like particularly young, it was a superpower because like babies don't know how to regulate that shit, and their body isn't eating solid food, so it's like shit they don't tell you is that like when babies are before 6 months old, if they don't shit for a whole week, that's normal and okay.
Didn't know that. Anyway,
Yeah, didn't know that either, but like they'll act like they're dying, but they're okay. It's just crazy. It's like you're like, "Oh my god, my baby hasn't shit in 5 days," and they're like, "Okay, well, call us in 2 days if they still haven't." And it's like, what?
Well, it's
He's
because they don't-
screaming bloody murder. It's like, what do you want me to do about it? You just got to work it out. Like, what?
The system just isn't done yet. It's working on it. It's working on it. They're loading. It's running. They're running the trial runs. You know.
I know all those updates.
Yeah. You know, it's early. It's beta. It's alpha software at that point. It hasn't
I know
figured it out.
They need all the patches they can get.
When you're
Are we
adult,
waiting
you
for
get all the
Brian?
patches. Then when you get too old, all the patches
we are
start not working.
We are not. Apparently, Brian's not coming.
All right,
Oh, all right.
we're at.
Well,
Anyway.
I have questions. I have questions prepared for the group.
Before we get into that, we were talking about how we need to be better at pacing.
Oh yeah, we just talked about baby poop for like a solid.
Yeah.
Yeah,
7
well,
minutes.
unfortunately, my pacing kind of comes and goes because I don't ever get human interaction, and I love you guys, and I
excited.
only ever get to talk to adults during the day when I talk to like his doctors and stuff. I've got nothing
Fair.
but baby stuff to share.
Fair.
But yeah, pacing. Go ahead and tell me about that.
How long did it take us to get? How long did it take us to get up that flight of stairs?
To get into the door, I believe an hour and 15 minutes.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's.
To travel 300 feet.
Yeah.
I definitely am willing to take Yamakowski's part in that, but also I don't think that's just like us.
it's
I think a lot of that. I think, unfortunately, a lot of that is Brian leaving very open pauses and
Yeah, he
just
goes,
waiting
what would
for
you
us
guys
to
like
fill
to
the
do?
space.
And me and Callum just go,
What?
we'll do the first thing our brain comes to mind.
And it's like, I feel like that was kind of Yamakowski's problem during the heist too. Is like every time it was like, okay, what do you do? It's like, okay, well, what can I do? What million things can I do? Pick one and I'll do it. But it's like those pregnant pauses are exactly what the chaos gremlin inside of me needs. I don't know. Should we have a code word where you guys like say it like oranges or something? If shit starts like getting
If it's oranges,
vague
we're
and
just
like,
go, I'd like an orange.
yeah, right. And then I'll be like, oh, okay, cool. I gotta stay on task. Like, can't go off and fix shit that I'm actively also trying to break.
I don't know.
And that would be okay with me. I mean, it really would be. It's like I get lost in the weeds because I mean, like, really, literally, Brian is just giving me enough rope to hang myself, and I keep doing it. Like, he's like, hey, so there's this thing. Want to check it out? And I'm like, of course I do. That sounds cursed as fuck. Touch me with it.
I will be honest, Callum. I think it's more like Brian says, okay, there's this thing, and then breathes, and you're like, I want to go check that out.
Okay.
No offense.
But
No
and that's
offense.
okay. But that's
That's
okay.
just-
but like
yeah,
the
that's more
breath
how it
is the
reads.
pause for me.
It's
Like,
just enough.
like I feel like when we were in the
Takes a little bit of
magical-
restraint is all I'm saying.
But the problem is that my character has none. Like, I'm fine with being restrained. I'm even trying pretty hard, like, with the new arc, because, like, he is trying to be less chaotic.
He's
You
like,
know,
I'm a
like-
soldier of Xylia.
Yeah, right? Like, oh, okay, everyone else is doing stuff. I'm going to sit here and read the wall. Like, we're working on it. But, like, in the heist, when the fucking, that, like, ghost voice was talking to me and I sucked myself back out of the game and had you guys have to fight that wraith. Like, Siri, he was like, oh, you hear this voice? And it's like, okay, I know I shouldn't because we're leaving and we're trying to escape. But, like,
Yeah.
of course I'm gonna. It's a voice in my head. It needed help. I'm a hero. I'm trying my... Like...
The heist was
And I
about
maybe
half
just
of that
I
with
think-
Brian.
I think the epitome of that, Callum, was you stealing Yick's book in the heist. That led to you that led to you getting kidnapped, and then there was 3 sessions of us trying to rescue you.
I'm not disagreeing with you, but also, like, why did we even go to that fucking club? Like,
We were invited to the
why
club
were
to
we
party
there?
Dance.
because
To
Rain knew
dance.
at the end
I
of
think
the
no, we were-
night
we were
it
there
would
to-
be
we were
the
there to
end of
talk.
her normal life. That she could pretend that she wasn't something that what she's supposed to be. That's the reason.
It also
Right,
was
no.
like I think
I
it was
totally
a good
agree.
session because we had like a really stressful one the
It's
night
supposed
before.
to be our
like
like
the-
beach
Well, the
arc or
death
shit
battles.
like that.
Right, no, and
Yeah, it was just to like chill.
I can appreciate that, but, like, Rain and Andy have characters in Vista that they know and can interact with. Like, Eileen at the time knew you guys.
Oh no, I
And, like-
understand why it happened. It just was. No, it made a great story, so it doesn't matter.
No, and for sure, but like those are the kind of things where it's like, I mean, I didn't have any reason to be at the club, and I mean, I will take my responsibility and say, like, I didn't have to do that, but Brian presented me something that I had seen that I was like pining after. I mean, that's kind of how that shit goes. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I try my best,
I
but
don't think
also,
that
like,
all of our pacing is just that. I think that sometimes also we retread the same conversation multiple times because people forget that we've already had it in game.
Oh, we definitely do that. We've rehashed plans.
That's happened multiple times.
Where the
Just-
end of the
just as
session,
a
we
heads
make a
up.
plan. And then we come back to
Yeah.
session. Brian describes our plan to us slightly wrong. For some reason. That's always what causes the thing, because we all have this look of, I don't think that's what we were talking about, Brian. And then it causes us to rehab the conversation.
Yeah, it's that, and I've noticed it a couple of times in roleplay as well. where I think maybe we need to all have some notes going so that we remember what's happening. Just at least a little bit.
I am not becoming the queen.
Little.
Oh boy, that would be too much work.
I'm not saying that you have to become the queen of note-taking.
No,
I did not say that.
Taking.
I'm just saying, write some shit down so that you remember what we talked about.
Yamakowski's statement of who Rain is that confused the crap out of Oliver. You know, she's gonna be the queen one day, I think. I don't know.
Which 100% also, like, even if I took notes, he would still give the wrong information.
No. I love your note-taking. Is the best type. Is a person who's living the experience and being like, this is what happened to me. I'm not sure if that actually is what happened. It was a weird day.
All of his information is given in, like, third person, where it's like, someone saw this. I don't know if that was true, though. Like, I knew a guy who knew a guy.
So, Conlan. Before Callumn joined, what were we talking about? We were talking about Rain.
Yes. Give me 1 second to answer Casey.
You go right ahead.
No.
Andrew, what's Delsin's favorite color?
Black.
Yeah.
I feel like that was a dumb question. It's black.
Yeah.
It's 100%. It's black.
Okay, I answered the question.
Continue.
Okay, so we were talking about what Rain's future is based on what I've been thinking about and based on some of the information we've had. And right now there's a kind of a power vacuum. I don't want absolute power in the city. No, that's too much work. But there is a point in time where there needs to be some kind of amount of civilian, even if we have martial law. The person in charge, the queen, is completely unreachable currently.
Yep.
And
it's true.
General Eldrick is now default in charge without any authority of the queen backing him. So I'm hoping, because I know... Have we been told at this point that the Misfits want to speak to the queen? The heist cast?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we have.
Well...
We know they're coming.
Yes, because I think that,
Kyron's dad.
Number one, we know that they're coming, but also number two, can't Yamakasi communicate to Rain? Isn't that what happened?
Yes.
We can, but we haven't talked about it yet.
We haven't talked to each other. No, I reached out to Rain.
Oh, it hasn't actually happened yet.
I got a hold of Rain's bird last time.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Rain was doing something.
That's
she was
what
out
I was thinking.
in the city.
I was like, not Delsin. Oliver was like, "Hey, you know Rain?" And I was like, "Yeah, Rain." And then I did the thing, and it was like that fucking bird.
It was like, if I see her, I'll tell her.
Yeah, right.
It's like, she's not in the house. I don't know what you want me to do.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go like search for her. Fucking, the weather sucks.
No one knows we're coming to the city except for the people from that town we were in.
Ladris.
Yeah, we talked to the guards in Ladris, and I'm sure some of them, because like they were crazy astonished to hear what Yamakowski had to say. So like, I think some of them may pass the message along, but I think more likely than not, I'm gonna have to get a hold of Rain on our trip there.
Yeah.
I think Andy knows a little bit that they're on their way. Because
at some point we
Andy
talked about
talked to Leroy, and Leroy said something along the lines of having to go back.
Yeah. So we know that there's someone
we know
coming
that
to the city.
Somebody from the tribe coming to the city, at the very least, which is Knock.
But so Rain needs to reach the queen because we need the queen's authority in the city before Dyes and Dukes and whatnot begin battling it out of who's really in charge.
Right.
Because that's going to happen inevitably. The first couple days, everyone's in enough shock where they're like, they let the guard do their job. As soon as economics comes back spinning, they're going to be like, where's the queen? If she's not around, well, we can make some shady-ass deals.
Yeah, I mean,
and
I
also,
think we know exactly who's going to start doing that first.
Yeah.
You know, like,
Was it the Galloways? What the heck the family's name is?
Yeah.
They're gonna try and buy up properties that got destroyed because they're
person to do this shit.
They're gonna offer bad insurance deals for people for their destroyed homes to own the land.
Yep, sounds about right.
That's what they're real estate developers.
Well,
Yeah.
They're the largest
Delsin's
private landowner in the entire city.
Delsin's got his work cut out for him.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that this is current me's opinion. I do believe that family had heavy involvement in Rain's parents dying. Because
of course.
They're one of the most status
1000%.
quo families who are like, nothing changes. The city stays how it is. And her parents are like, no, we think regular people should be able to have a better life and like have a say and have involvement in the local politics. And they began advocating for that kind of stuff in like local trade unions and scary things like that.
Can't have that.
And everyone went, oh shit, fuck, these people need to die. And they just felt bad that they couldn't kill a little 4-year-old girl. Pansies. They'll be their downfall. But Rain needs to go speak to the Queen about what's going on to try and settle up what's the law, what should General Eldrick do, does he need help, how can we help him, how can I help him. The Misfit Warriors need to go see the Queen, so it will become a perfect opportunity for those two groups, parts of those groups to meet up. Which, guess what? Andrew, you don't know it, but you get to play 2 characters probably. Good luck!
Yeah, I have a feeling if
double how
Andy
much
is
dialogue
in town,
you have to say.
It's like, like if Andy's in town, there's no way he wouldn't help.
Yeah, Ray would ask to send for him.
I'm not looking forward to that. I don't think I'd be good at playing 2 characters.
If I'm in this time and location,
I don't think I'd be good at playing.
There's no way he wouldn't help.
I don't think I'd be good at it.
It's
That's
okay.
fair.
Luckily, one of your characters is Delsin Martifast, who doesn't say much.
Fair.
He'd be a bodyguard in that situation, but it'd be extra awkward to be both playing the ex-boyfriend of Rain and her cousin.
Her cousin. Yeah.
Yup.
So, Callum, you had some questions about Rain.
Oh, I have questions, but they're for everybody in the group.
Okay, perfect.
They were just conversation starter questions.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so hold on one second.
He wrote them down.
There.
What is?
Homework.
Yeah, I did. Yeah. What is every character's deepest fear?
Oh shit. Oh god.
And how would you think that they would react if you haven't already had to face it? Yeah, starting off fucking strong.
Okay, so Brackett's deepest fear is failing to save the world.
That's fair.
What is it happening again, essentially? Is not being able to successfully guide the Misfit Warriors to succeed. That's why he's so stressed.
So what's his fear about how he's going to react? Is it just that he won't do it, like that he'll just freeze or fail or whatever?
He feels he doesn't know what he's doing because he doesn't have enough knowledge just yet to solve it. So as he sees bad things happening, he's like, I don't know how to fucking fix this shit. I was just sent here. I know it's my job, but it's like it's like getting hired for a job and them just not training you. They're just shoving you on the floor and be like, you'll figure it out. He feels like a confused Home Depot employee.
What about Rain?
Rain's deepest... It's not necessarily a fear. Her deepest thing that scares her is not surviving. Because she's watched so much death and had so much death come for her already. Which is why she has a tendency to abandon people, because she essentially is so... It's like... I don't know how to describe it. It is a unhealthy reaction to being abandoned so many times that now she just pushes others away to engage her survival instinct. So it's a fear of probably openness is technically what it is. I don't know if that's her greatest fear. That's the one that affects her the most.
I gotcha. I mean, if we're talking about character flaws, oh boy. Oliver has all of the issues.
Yup.
He's got mommy issues, he's got daddy issues, he's got girlfriend issues, he's got,
Worried everyone in his life was lying to him.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But what keeps him awake at night?
What keeps him awake at night?
Yeah. What's that one thing?
What happened to his mother? What happened to his mother? Dad never told him what happened to his mother.
Yeah, that's right.
Just she was gone.
Man, that's really sad that Rain did that to.
Yeah. Yep.
Don't phrase it that way, but we'll talk about it. No.
Yeah, that's sad. That's really sad. Oh.
Hey, what's a D&D character without a tragic backstory?
Yeah, that's true. What about Delsin? What's Delsin's like worst fear?
Letting the city down. Letting Sister City down. I mean, he already knows his family let the city down. He wants to make it right.
Yeah.
He wants to fix what his family broke.
Cool, I'm gonna work on a plea deal for you.
A plea deal? What's Delsin being arrested for?
Delsin isn't, but you're gonna have to make a deal with the Queen. Your dad has to go to jail, and your family assets have to be solved because your mom and your uncles are involved in the crimes. So someone's gonna have to sell out someone else to be in charge of the family. That's the reality of what's gonna happen. That's how shit like that happens in this time period where the Queen makes a decision. So your mom has to sell out your uncles.
Yeah.
To save herself and you and your sister. So good luck.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I hope I do get to play Delsin again at some point.
I'm sure you will.
Good news, buddy. We're going to Zista.
Yeah, he's plot relevant.
He's there.
He made himself one of the most plot relevant characters in the whole fucking city.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah. Okay. I think Nock's worst fear has already kind of started to surface. It's that they're not good enough, and nothing they do will ever be good enough to keep people that they care about around. That everybody will decide that they're done. They're done.
Well,
if you've ever listened to the Lord's song "Liability," that is on the Knock character playlist.
One day we should
Oliver and Knock are gonna get along swimmingly.
Oh yeah.
Yay, abandonment issues.
Yeah, and here's the thing, it's not like Knock has never been like abandoned really until now. It's just that deep-seated fear of like, I guess it's a little bit of self-loathing, right? It's like they don't have very high self-esteem. They don't think very much of themselves. And so it's just like that, oh, they're gonna see the same thing in me that I see in me. Yeah.
Like this kind of shitty self-fulfilling prophecy of like how long until they realize that I suck.
Pretty much, yeah.
Dude, that's me every fucking day. Oh my god.
Hey,
I love Knock and I want to give her a hug.
Guess where that came from?
Yep, I want to give Knock a big snuggly hug. Now the myth's gonna be
that's kind of Knock's worst fear, and that's why they can't talk about like what's bothering them ever, right? Because they don't want to be too much. Their job is to fix everything for everybody else.
I can't wait till Knock talks to Yamakowski, like really opens up.
Yeah.
Because like that's
Get there one
Yamakausi's
day.
biggest fear right there, and like I feel like
Yeah.
me being a rock for you and you letting someone else be a rock instead of you is going to be big. Because like that's one of Yamakausi's biggest fears, like just not measuring up ever and always fucking failing for everyone around him. Like, oh, I love it.
Oh wow, we're a
Yeah,
bunch of
yeah.
sad boys.
Yeah.
We're a bunch of sad boys.
Yeah. And
Well,
so I think Andy's worst fear is kind of like the opposite of that. It's not the opposite, but it's the inverse. It's like Andy's greatest fear would be to like let everybody down, to not be able to save somebody. And that's why I think Andy was always so terrified, like, of all the chaos that Yamakausi was ever getting into, you know? Like, was so, like, I think Andy feels personally responsible, if he can't help somebody. So that's survivor's guilt, actually.
mhm.
I
Relatable.
wonder
Yeah.
where he got that from.
How long until that disaster has to hire a full-time therapist?
I have a really good one already.
Yeah, I mean,
Once I get my master's degree, I could be.
Yeah,
I could be the group therapist.
I'm dating someone with a PhD in neurology, so
Oh,
They
hell
could-
yeah.
Neurology
go
is science. Psychology is art.
Yeah.
Different.
Fair.
To our two viewers, maybe don't psychoanalyze us based on our characters, because you'll learn more than you want to know.
Or do and fucking tell us our deepest actual fears. See how close you are. I want to know.
One day, there's going to be a Twitch chat that says, "I know all of your deepest fears." Blah blah blah. Be like, "Ah!"
Like,
I mean, it's,
if
we
you don't
put
tell
a
me that
lot
my
of
deepest
ourselves
fear
into
is
our
horses
characters.
off the bat, you don't know me. I'm fucking terrified of horses in real life.
Horses are such good guys.
I fell off a horse when I was 7, and they're too fucking big. They're too big. I don't like that
Yeah,
they
they
act
are
like
big.
dogs. I don't like that they could kick me in my face and kill me instantly without me even knowing that what was happening. Like, I don't like that shit. Don't be
Probably
so
not
big
Problem
near me.
you.
horses. I like horses.
I don't, dude. Bethany
You're a big guy.
I don't care. It makes me nervous, and they can
we're the
smell
same
my
height.
fear. Fuck that shit. You can smell my discomfort. Leave me alone. I don't want to. Don't look at me. Don't come near me. Don't ask me for hay. We went to a Christmas party and I had to pet one, and I was
Don't
drunk and I
ask
cried.
me for
It was awful.
hay. Oh, buddy.
Yeah, my
Aw,
real
man.
fear is horses and ants.
I guess equine therapy wouldn't work for you at all, huh?
No, I mean, like maybe as exposure therapy, maybe, but like I
Yeah.
like horses when I can stand near them and look at them from a fence distance. Like I want to not have them be within arm's
That's-
distance.
Yeah.
I want it
that's
not
fair.
to be able to kick me. And like they're
Do you
friendly,
ever,
but they're
have you ever
skittish.
given them like a little bit of a carrot, you know?
Yeah, I've given kisses and like I've nuzzled them and like I like touching them, but they're too big. And like there's a weird line because like I've been around camels, they're fine.
Yeah.
Elephants are fine. Llamas, alpaca,
What?
like horses freak me out. And I really do think
Horses too big. Elephants fine.
Well,
elephants are-
Wait. Kangaroos.
I've never been around a kangaroo. Like for real though, I
feel like they always want to fight.
I fell
they
off of
do.
a horse when I was like 7 years old. Like it bucked and I fell off of its back and it freaked me out. And I think that's really why I'm afraid of horses. Like
That's
when was the last time?
trauma.
When was the last time you were in proximity of a horse?
2 years ago, Bethany made me pet one at a Christmas party for the military and I cried.
I'm sorry.
It was I mean Bethany thinks it was really funny. I was overwhelmed, but like it was fine. I mean, he was wearing a fucking elf hat and like just chilling. Like he didn't act any like he was just vibing. And he was fine. I touched him. It was great, but like they're too much. I don't know. They're just, I don't know.
They are literally a unit.
Did you ever see the Robert Downey Jr. Sherlock Holmes Game of Shadows movie?
Yes.
When you find out that Sherlock Holmes is afraid of horses and he goes, "They're mischief on both ends and trouble in the middle." Like that shit fucking that spoke to me on a spiritual level, and like I really do feel like I just don't know how to explain it. It's just horses too. Like it really is. I've been around other bigger animals and they don't bother me at all. Like
is this also Yamakowski's fear or just your fear, Callum? Because the question was
this is just my fear. So Yamakowski's fear, other than like being just not good enough and like letting people fail because they either counted on him and he wasn't enough, or like like all of those things where like he just doesn't measure up and people expect different things from him than he can provide. Like that is a deep fear. But I think also like a real fear of his is being out in open spaces that aren't on water. I feel like he's going to have trouble in the grasslands specifically. Because like the open horizon and the shifting grass and like the steady non-moving horizon is going to make him real. He's going to be like, why am I not rocking? Like,
now we're going to be in a cart. Don't worry. I'll help you out.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, but like, I really do feel like the wide open, like he's almost agoraphobic. Because like he's only ever been in a city and a town and like on the open ocean on a boat. Yeah, exactly. Like, I almost feel
very interesting. It's kind of the opposite of Knock. Like Knock is going to be terrified to be in the city.
It's been overwhelming for Knock the first day.
Oh, it's going to be awful. It's going to be so bad.
It's going to be like manic.
Yeah, Knock is going to fucking lose it.
Is there like an opium den here? Probably.
I think to be honest, Knock is going to have to get somewhat high to
even function,
to just like be okay. Yeah.
Well, so like that's the good thing is that Yamakowski has connections with the Underzista. Not to mention like the other party completely does.
By the way, that's like true. Do know, I know Yamakowski doesn't think about it this way, but we burnt a bunch of our contacts down there.
Did
it's
we?
Actually very unsafe for us to go there.
I mean, I might. That sucks. So who are we afraid of? Like, not that it'll matter to me, but like
the ooze people that we fought.
Yeah,
they're probably not very nice to us anymore.
Yeah, fuck those guys though.
Whoever was involved in Deus's gang, because they're all dead now. So I'm sure that will cause some kind of problem if they hear that someone did survive from the cache and brought the necklace to someone, which will become public knowledge, or at least knowledge within the Underzista. The Devilkin people who I just screwed over and scammed.
Yep.
They're going to be a little upset.
Yeah. Those guys are definitely our biggest problem.
Anyone involved with the Galloway
Rain's
family?
Biggest problem.
Because the yeah, Rain is inadvertently like target on the back, painted in. That's the second reason why Rain's survival instinct is going to side with the po-po. Guess what? Sometimes you just gotta go with the establishment, because the establishment, they have all the weapons.
Yeah.
They have an army. Fight me. What are you gonna do? Fight Lord. A dozen guards? Good luck, bitch.
I think I thought of another fear that Yamakowski has, but I think it's also a fear that is Naresh's like fear is like being controlled by something outside yourself.
Gotcha.
Because like Naresh was a spawn and like had no will of his own, so he remembers that, and like that's his fear is like not like doing shit that he can't control and having to like deal with that. And then like similar vibe but different story, like Yamakowski is like deeply unsettled by like warlock shit that entails like bargains over shit that like I don't fully understand, and like being a pawn in someone else's game, and like doing shit that I think is okay but that has reaching consequences Like, that is a deep fear. That is like,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
being meddled
Like,
with.
what have you wrought, my guy? What have you wrought?
So fucking much. It's
Like, it's insane how much you as a player have changed the world that our characters are moving through.
Yeah.
Like, do you ever think about that at all?
every
About
every
how,
fucking
like,
day. Very deeply.
because
Like,
it's insane. It's so cool that Brian allows us to change the world in such a stark way. Like, I
I
think
do
that's a
feel like it's
really cool
crazy though,
DMing
like,
style.
yeah, exactly. Like, it's crazy because it's like, oh yeah, I'll just do this crazy thing, and then it's like, oh my god, that paid off in such an amazing way. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
dude, can we go for a second? Like, Naresh blowing up the Gandits with that fucking propane tank is still one of my favorite moments. Like,
Oh, so good.
dude,
So
I watched
good.
that again and died laughing again. It was, and like, I'm so excited for
Yeah,
Yamakowski
it was
to run
good.
across that guy, like, and
Oh,
have an
yeah.
outside perspective and be able to make jokes. Like, I'm so fucking hyped. I will absolutely sacrifice my actual leg as Yamakowski if I find this guy with a magic peg leg. I will
Please,
fucking
please, just chop off your leg right there.
honestly no. We'd have to. Okay, so like here's the thing. I won't steal it from him because Bethany and I decided that that's probably outside of the purview of what Xylia would want.
Are we thinking
Like,
like a? I think about. Oh, sorry.
I can't just shove him down and steal his leg and like leave him legless.
No,
But like,
no.
if
If he's
he
dead
fights us
first.
and we kill him, he doesn't need the fucking prosthetic in the afterlife. Fuck that guy. Like, it's a magic item, same as anything else, and it's meant to be used. But
Could
like,
we barbecue
but like, if
him,
we come
like,
across,
just to make sure we finish him off proper? You know, we only have
So
to broil
I
him.
wonder.
He was a
I-
little underdone.
yeah, pretty much.
A little underdone.
Double
I
tap
wonder.
that guy. Yes.
I wonder. Like, I don't even know if I necessarily have the ability to do it yet, but I want to know if someone's halfway through a portal I create, right? And I close it, what happens?
There are two halves going the other
Bisect
side.
them.
Yeah, bisexual.
Do I cut
Yeah.
them in half?
Yes.
So, interesting
Yes.
thing, even though Brian hasn't written this, but I have. In my writing about Magic Brian wrote, yeah, that's what happens. And Brian said, yeah, you're right, that's probably what would happen. So,
So,
I feel like
but
that
there
might
are
be.
already rules that like kind of stipulate stuff about that, right? Because if you're a wraith, if you take the form of the spectral wraith and you end your turn inside the astral plane or the ethereal plane or whatever, and you turn back into your normal self, you take 1d10 force damage and get
Yeah, so
shunted back.
maybe I wouldn't necessarily like insta kill them, but I just do a shit ton of damage.
I feel like, yeah, it would just be like 1d10 per level of the spell. And then, like, at a certain level, or maybe at like your 15th level, you can cut them in half. And, like, it would basically be a vorpal weapon where, like, on a 15th or 20, you cut off a piece of their body and they either die immediately or suffer massive damage.
Yeah, hey. Reason I
And we
brought
should
that up
talk
was
to Brian about
recently.
that, but, like, I feel like because, like, he already talked to me about doing that with the portals that do the astral sea shifting. Like, I can trap them on either side, but if I wanted to cut them in half, I'd have to be using a much like stronger spell.
Right, makes sense.
So, like,
Anyway,
I feel like the best you could hope for is like a lot of force damage, which is still
Yeah.
pretty fucking dope. Because
It would-
most of the ones you do also deal damage.
it would be.
the answer
Reason I
is,
brought
in combat, that will happen. If Brian wants narratively, yeah, someone might get cut in half.
Yeah, exactly.
reason I brought that up is because I could just create a portal around the pirate's leg and just cut the peg leg off.
You could
Imagine,
probably just
it's so horrible. We're just gonna attack this disabled man and cut his legs off.
This guy sucks ass.
He's a leader.
He sucks
Yeah, exactly.
ass.
You can
He's
be
a leader
disabled
of
and a
bandits.
terrible person. They can overlap.
I know.
We're gonna get to the fucking star, and he's gonna be like, "This is ours," and I'm gonna be like, "Bitch, you thought." And then I'm gonna rip his leg off his
We're
body
gonna
and beat
kill
him to
him.
death with it to save
We're gonna
Zista
kill
City.
him, it's fine.
And
the best
Riley is
part.
going to go, good job, buddy. Good job.
You better
He
believe
was...
Nock is not gonna let that man get away this time.
Oh, see, and that's the other thing. I love that I get to be here while you guys have prior beef and I'm just meeting him for the first time.
Yeah, you're just like, I just want to beat him up because he's a peg leg and I want it.
Yeah, right.
Nock already
fuck this
got
guy in
a little
particular
bit,
because he's got some bling, but
murderous the last time.
I love that. I honestly, I'm so excited to be a part of this group now, like, as this character.
I can't wait for just
hunting,
random times
you know?
where you're gonna be like, "Are we beefing with them? Like, do I need to beef or like we good?"
But that's the thing is, it's going to go both ways because we're going to get to Zista and you're going to be like, "Hey, do we know this guy? Is he going to kill you? Do we need to pull our weapons?" And
you'll be like, "Yes, run, run."
yes, run, or no, he won't recognize me looking like this. Like,
I'm a little more melty than I was last time he saw me.
yeah, the last time he saw me, I was red and completely dressed differently. So I think we'll be all right if I just speak less. But also, I have disguised self at will, so I feel like it'll be all right. I could just look completely different than a Kenku.
That's probably for the best.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like I'm going to look like Wet Hands when I go through. We come into a guard who's like,
customs.
yeah, exactly. We run into a guard who's seen him as a ghost and it's like, hey, I know you. Were you asked for projecting at the gala the other night? No, I don't know what you're talking about.
What's that?
All right. So, Vicky, I know you had a question that you had thought of.
Yes. So, I mean, it's not that interesting. It's really, what's everybody's favorite class that they've played so far?
Oh.
Can anyone guess mine?
Oh. No?
No, the answer is no. You don't have a favorite class?
No, that was in response to Callumn.
Mine's probably my favorite to play was pretty much like being a rogue because having the sneak attack damage and what you have as options for combat's very fun.
Yeah, I mean the Echo Knight was very fun.
I had fun with the Echo Knight when we were playing in Will's campaign.
Yeah, Echo Knights are really fun.
I think mine so far has been Monk.
Yeah, Monks are
I like
dope.
how
Sick.
Monks are dope.
three or four of us go back to, let's just go play the heist campaign some more.
I loved the Monk, and I will say, I loved being a cleric also. Being a cleric was really fun. I like how many spells you have access to. Paladin too. When I played Paladin as his.
I did Paladin Ranger. It was fun one of the times we played. Because
although-
you just have lots of abilities. Your combat potential is very high.
Although I've never played one, Paladin Warlock is a great multi-class.
That's true.
My main is Warlock.
Yeah.
I've played a couple of characters now, and like most of them are multi-classed with a Warlock.
Yeah. That's because you're a wall patron.
I'm a what?
You're a patron.
You think so?
Yeah.
Is Avery my Warlock?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do just give him snacks and advice all day long. And I tell him to do meaningless
kid.
I love that. They're like honestly, like I think if you ask me like theoretically, I think it's just that they're very customizable, but also like they're so role play flavorful. Like playing a character who has an outside entity telling it what to do is so fucking rich. Like because you can literally just be like, "Hey DM, give me like the inside scoop on what I need to be doing to keep this campaign running the way you want." That's my patron. Like, enough said.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's been my breed of like chaos lately, is I'm just very yes and. You know what I mean? Like I will always say yes and. So you present me a random plot hook, I will yes and it. Cause like if it's there, I gotta explore it. You know, and like I want to tone that down so that you guys don't get annoyed, but I also like I feel like all plot hooks have something going on. Like, why would they present them otherwise? And I think that's partially the DM in me being like, yes, let me cooperate. This is how I can do that.
So I have a
I
question
think
for
the
all
main
of
thing is
you.
I'm going to stop trying to make enemies.
Yes.
What is your favorite ability that one of your characters has?
Ooh, I mean, Rescue Wrench is a great ability. Oliver's Rescue Wrench ability is great.
You have that right now?
Yeah, I used it on you during the last fight we had. Because remember,
That's
I
right.
think
That shit was fucking dope. That's right.
did you get crit on? Is that what happened?
Yeah, that's what happened. Yeah, and you
Yeah, and
like
then
saved me from that.
I just yoinked you out of the space.
Yep. That shit, dude,
Yeah.
that is right. That shit is fucking pretty dope.
Yep, that's my
Ooh.
reaction. I can use that as a reaction.
I think having the astral arms was really fun. And
I
it's
knew
not
you were gonna
even
pick
really
that.
it's not even really that different from just punching somebody. It's
It
just
was
so
so
fun to
fucking
think
cool,
about.
though.
It's so cool. It's literally like it's like an anime. It's just like I have these
Right?
like spiritual arms grow out of my body. It's so like it's so anime. It's just it touches me in my heart. I also love having a giant bird. Like having pets in D&D.
Dude, I keep making friends with everything that can talk to me.
It's my love language, okay? Like
Yeah.
I love having pets in D&D.
I want more mimics. I specifically want a mimic that looks like a pirate's hat that sits on my head. All he can do is change into different hats. And that's
Buddy,
all I
what
want.
you want is a hat of disguise.
No, but I want it to be a mimic.
But I want it to be a
I don't
mimic.
want it to cast this guy's self on me. I want it to be a fucking changing hat.
It's vitally important that it's alive.
You
It's
can't
vitally
use the hat
important
of
that it can
disguise to
chat with me.
just change how the hat looks.
No, I know, but like also I can already cast disguise self on myself at will. I can already change how my hat looks. Like that's not the point. The point is I want more friends that are mimics. I want to be wearing straight up symbiote clothing. Like I want no one to be able to tell where my skin is. Like I want just eyeballs all over me.
Just eyeballs and only eyeballs.
I don't want that.
That's so gross.
do.
Oh my god.
The warlock in me is like just put
The
eyeballs
idea
every
of being
airspace.
in eyeballs makes me want to vom.
Biblically correct, Yamakowski.
No
Yeah.
wings, just eyeballs. 100%.
Oh my god.
I think my favorite ability of Yamakowski's, and it's like one that I haven't used yet, but
Yeah.
it's gonna be the phase arrow thing. Like, and I think it's just the most out of pocket one that I have, and it's gonna come in handy on like weird times when I don't think it will. You know what I mean? Like being able to make a little portal that goes through magic barriers is pretty neat.
Yeah. That's definitely neat. I will say, I played a barbarian once. This was not in our stream, but I played an ancestral guardian barbarian once for a couple of sessions. They have this insane ability where if you hit an enemy, you have advantage on all attacks against that enemy, and they have disadvantage on all attacks against everyone else but you.
Yeah, I know.
Yep.
Which is insane. Like, so fucking cool.
Yep.
And super effective. It's literally like, who needs a healer? You can't hit them anyway.
Yeah, because isn't it at like level 6 or something? It makes it so that if they
Yeah,
do
it's
hit,
like-
they get resistance.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that shit was fucking monstrous.
it's so good. It's so good.
So my
It's really
favorite-
just like a brick house kind of character.
Me and Bethany played a one shot where we had to write each other's characters, and I wrote her as a Minotaur that was 3 levels. Path of the Ancestral Guardian Barbarian, and then the College of Whispers. Bard?
Ooh,
Yeah, it was really good. It was good at like
that sounds
everything.
really good. Yeah, that sounds sick.
But yeah, her bagpipes were made from her grandmother.
Oh,
Like, what? Wait.
Like she was a fucking cow person who made who had bagpipes that were an heirloom made from her grandmother who died.
Like the bagpipes are made of the grandmother's body.
Yep.
That's
Oh,
great.
cool.
It was, and
Does
that's
it
how she
sound like her
summoned her
grandmother?
ancestor spirits. That's like, it was
yeah.
very proper to her like culture and society in game. It wasn't like disrespectful. It was like, that's just her grandmother was
Yeah,
turned into a
that's what they
bagpipe,
do.
and they gave them to her
badass.
at some point. Yeah, right. Like, yeah.
My favorite ability is the combo of the steady aim and sneak attack.
Hmm.
Because you can literally just become a sniper at that point.
I mean, fair.
Seriously,
Fair.
honestly, and then like the Rockish Audacity sneak attack is also a really good one. Like the
Yeah,
fact that
there's
you
a
guys
big
can hang
part
back and get those sneak attacks.
There's a big part of me that wants to multi-class knock into Rogue, but
We're gonna teach you. Rain's gonna teach you steady aim. Don't worry.
I
gotta-
would love that.
honestly, multi-class
really
is something
need.
that gets a multi-attack, right?
I think realistically, knock is probably going to multi-class into Druid. Which
Ooh, you
I
should
know
do
doesn't really have
Wildfire
that.
Druid.
I have thought about that. I have, because I do like Wildfire Druid, and I think it would be cool
Oh,
if
yeah.
Vayne got to be like flamey.
Dude, I'm so glad you said that because I was just
Make her
thinking
a
you could
phoenix. Make her a
imbue
phoenix.
Vayne with the spirit of a forest fire and have her be this like Moltres fucking thing. That'd be fucking dope. Like,
Make
be
Vayne
really dope.
Make Vayne a phoenix.
It would kind of be a good combination. I have also thought about the same type
Wildfire
of
Druid gets healing
that the one
too.
we just saw, which was the star, the constellation.
I
If you
I have
become
thought about
Naira's
that one as
druid,
well.
you get cool stuff.
Listen, the reason why I've thought about becoming a druid is because no one in our group has any way to resurrect anybody.
Nope.
And
I
Nock
will
has been
soon.
obsessing about that.
I will soon, though. Also, no, that's basically. I will soon. That's
Paladins will eventually.
I can't wait till I'm level 14. I think it's level 14, and then I get the linked space ability in my subclass,
Cool.
which
You
lets
get
me
to play with that in
Right.
8 years.
two portals. I can move them around however I want.
Do we think that
I'm excited.
Naira's just gonna choose Nock anyway? Like, even if I don't multi-class?
Naira keeps offering people the job, and people keep going, no.
She hasn't offered it to me yet. Here's
She
the
offered
thing.
it to
She
Rain,
did-
and Rain's like, I'm already like a triple multi-class.
Yeah.
I'm good.
She did just already give me a whole bird about it. So that's kind of a thing. Like, there is
you're already
somewhat
chosen
of a
by-
connection
in that
there.
way.
Yeah, in a way, I kind of already have been because she gave me the bird, who is my best friend. So, you know, it is kind of like she's already chosen me a little bit.
Maybe you can still be Naira's warrior and be just a ranger.
Yeah, I mean, a ranger is a nature class.
Yeah, exactly. And you are a nature class,
Like, it just is.
like, ranger
Yeah.
specifically. Like, it's more naturey on
Yeah.
purpose.
Yeah. That's kind of Nox's vibe.
So, like, I think it's not the end of the world. It's gonna be like Naira's gonna be like, I was supposed to get one warrior, instead I've, like, half-assed 3.
Listen, I think initially Nox will probably be hesitant because responsibility terrifies them.
Yeah.
Relatable.
But it's kind of like a thing. It's kind of like a coming of age kind of situation with Nox, because Nox is kind of young for a halfling. They're like, in comparison to like human years, like early 20s, like really just starting to figure things out, leaving home for the first time, like really just like all of Nox's trauma has been like bullying, being lonely, and then everything that's happened in the last week.
It's been rough, man, for Nox. Longest week ever. It's lasted, like, 5 years.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Nox's life has completely upended in just like the matter of a couple of weeks.
I don't know where my character goes after if he succeeds.
I will tell you, Nox will campaign for him to be able to stay.
I think he's gonna want to stay no matter what, because it's like, this is kind of my place now. I'm like, mine died.
Like, you should be able to enjoy the fruits of your labor.
I think he will. I don't think Xylia is like, nope, I had to reset the timelines. Everyone has to go back for where they're from.
Yeah.
I don't think she cares
that
that
would be incredibly cruel. That's the thing. It's like, why like separating us after everything will have gone through by then?
It did happen
Yeah, I
to
feel
the
like
original
at that point,
Warriors.
just use your god magic to make a perfect copy of you and put you back in reality in your own timeline, and then leave you there.
Well,
You
if I
know?
was putting me back in my timeline, there's a
That's
gap.
like Doctor Who.
I know,
Brian
but
would love it. We should pitch it.
Yeah. The only problem is there's a distinct gap for Brackett. Because, remember, he dies when he's like 18-ish. I don't remember the exact time period. So what?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's when he's 18. Because right now, oh my god. Yurem is 14,
forgot your own
right?
name.
Yeah, I forgot my own name.
Around that age, yeah.
That's how I deduced the about 4 years.
Yeah, he's like, I want to say like 12 to 14, somewhere in there, early teens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Brackett
Because I don't think Brian has actually verbally said exactly what his age is.
I think it's purposely vague.
Yeah.
For plot reasons.
Yep. In case we fuck it up so he can give us a little extra time.
Yeah. That's from future mistakes. Because, like, then Brackett gets shifted for 20 years.
Who knows how many
almost.
times?
No, for 20 years.
Yeah,
But
but how many times does he get shifted? We don't
Once.
know. We don't know how many realities he's been in.
We don't. But it's based on the dreams he's had so far. It's 3. His original one. he is shifted to our reality just after New Year's of literally just after the millennium, so in 2000, lives in and out of California until, was it like 2019 or something like that? I can't remember if it was 2018 or 2019. What the fuck year we decided that
And then
was.
shifted to this world.
Yes.
Huh. How
Yeah,
old is
Brackett
Brackett?
has been here.
He's like 35 or 38. I think he's 38.
Hey guys, I
Yeah.
think I have to go to bed. I have to get up early.
Aw, damn.
Yeah, not a problem.
Fair enough.
I love you guys, and I'm glad I got to talk to you a little bit
Love you
tonight.
too, man.
Yeah, I love you too. Thanks for stopping
I
in.
love you, sir.
Yeah, hope you guys have a good rest of your evening.
Yeah, you too.
You
too, bud.
too.
Good night, guys.
Good
Night,
night.
Callum. And there were 3.
Love that guy.
Yeah, he's 38.
Okay.
Millennial.
He is a millennial, though we're in his time currently when he was growing up, so that's a little weird. He's a millennial in terms of being like, he's an old millennial even.
Yeah.
Because he grew up through the 2000s. In 2000 he was 18. So he actually might fall into the crossover.
Yeah, kind of Gen X, yeah.
I told you, that's why he's done lots of drugs. He lived in California during the 2000s.
Yeah, that's fair.
Dude's been to 19 years of Pride parades and smoked a lot of weed at every single one of them.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Oh, I love the idea of Brackett at Pride. Oh, that's so cute.
It's because people flirt him. He's like, yeah, I'm straight, though. I'm sorry. I'm just here because, like, you guys deserve to not, like, get shit on.
He's gonna totally be like, okay, so when's Pride?
You should ask that when he gets... It's like, do you guys have, like, Pride? What are you talking
Is Pride
about?
coming up soon? Like, come on, can we organize?
We're nowhere near
Rainbow
June yet,
Tobacco
so,
Day?
like...
Can we start that, please?
We'll see when we get close to June. Maybe he'll feel the vibes, you know?
Yeah.
June in World when it's September. We've made it through, like, 2 weeks in World.
That's true.
Over the course of
5 years.
almost 6 years.
Yep.
This is our beginning of our 6th year.
That's true.
Wild.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm happy though. It's great that we've been doing that disaster.
Yeah, me
this long.
too.
If we had not done
It
this,
is awesome.
we would talk less if we didn't do a session once a month, bare minimum. Because we're all bad at
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hard to communicate as an adult.
Life is a lot.
Because you're tired,
like,
so you don't want to.
Yeah, when you're going through shit too.
Yep.
Yeah. Like,
Yup.
You're like, last thing I want to do is put the effort in to some text message conversation, especially what if they need something from me?
oh.
I'm like, I'm out of emotional bandwidth. I can't fucking help them.
Yeah.
Or what if they're in need of emotional bandwidth from me? And I'm like, oh, sorry, I was here to grovel.
Oh, man. I will say, I actually almost completely forgot that we were having a call tonight because I had such a, like, god-awful afternoon.
Callumn has messaged his second question into the group chat. Because he,
Oh!
so...
Sweetie.
So that means we can have this on stream and we can show him this clip later. So that way we know to find it. So let me find how to use the dashboard even remotely on this. This is how we start a clip. Oh, I clicked a button. Things are happening.
Imagine you just crash the stream.
I don't know how to use this properly. I'll clip it later. Okay. Like 1 hour, 30 minutes in. All right. So here's Callum's second question. If you could go back to one instance during the heist and change something in character, what would you change? How do you think that would have affected the events as they played out?
That's kind of tough. I feel like I did everything I could have as Andy. Just being one person. There's some roles I wish had gone better. Especially during the heist. I feel like I had so many bad ones. But I do kind of wish that I had been able to talk to Callumn more before they disappeared. Because that leaves a huge open thread for Andy to follow, which is probably why Brian did that the way that he did, right? Like it leaves the story kind of more open-ended for Andy than it would have been otherwise. Maybe other than that, it's really hard to say. I don't think there's any choices that I made that were like that I regret, really.
Yeah, I can't say there is. I regret either.
The only thing I would regret, there's only two things I regret in the campaign, but they were not choices I got to necessarily make. I wish that we did a better job exiting the Eye of All. But I think we did a good job covering when we got where we got. Like, good job, team. Had we not been rogues, we would have never been able to make what we had just done work.
Yeah.
Fair.
Like,
Fair,
that was
really good rolls on our deception checks. Holy shit.
I scared the shit out of a guard, because that was easier. I'm like, try and persuade him or just scare him, and he just goes, "Know what? You're not having a good night, and I don't know what to do about it." And I rolled really high, and he's like, "Yeah, you're right. Fuck. I'm sorry, ma'am."
Yeah, I think we all rolled like a lot better than we really should have.
Oh, I got so lucky in my rolls. I was like, holy shit.
In that instance, that was a really, really lucky escape from that.
I wouldn't trade that experience we had.
I mean, I guess I wish I could have had more backup for that incident with Paul, like when we went with Paul and Serenity underneath and ran into that green lady. I wish I had had more people with me to maybe try to deal with her, because she's incredibly evil. Just so evil. And terrifying. Like I was really playing up how afraid Andy was of her, and that's partly because I was personally terrified of her. Like, she's just actually awful to think about if you think about it too much. Just like a lady made of acid who's faster than Andy. Get out of here. That's scary.
I don't want to deal with that. Not worth it.
Yeah. That was before he had the boots of speed, to be fair. But still, being faster than Andy is terrifying. Only Andy gets to be faster than Andy.
Yeah, besides that, and I think we, like, every issue we overall handled very, very well.
Yeah. Oh, I wish I had been able to actually kill Yick.
Yeah, he's still alive. He's still out there.
Yep. I did get the final shot on him, which I am proud of, but I did not Also with a bow and arrow, which is insane.
Yeah, Andy never like I'm gonna channel Nox energy right here.
Different character just was like, this is the only thing I've got that can hit this guy. Let me give it a shot.
I feel like
it was enough to knock him out.
I feel like Nock is really gonna want Oliver's quiver if they ever meet.
Oh, dude, so bad. Oh, so bad. Absolutely is going to want that. Like, may try to bribe him. may try to bribe Delsin into giving it up. May try to steal it from him. I don't know. Probably not. I probably won't try to steal from him. But I think I'll try to talk him into...
You can certainly try. You can certainly try.
Yeah. It's like, hey, I'm your friend.
We can see if you can copy it.
Yeah. Yeah. There's
Okay,
any
good
way
enough
for me
Maybe.
to have one. Where'd you get it? Get it.
Bought it.
Do they have any spares?
Oh no. I don't remember where we bought it.
No, I think he had it from the start of the campaign.
Oh yeah, is that one of your starting equipments?
Yep. Yeah, I think that was the magic item that Oliver took.
Oh
Or,
yeah, I took my blink
that
back
Delsin took.
kunai, which I barely used.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I did
I
use it.
can't even remember what mine was. Like my magical item. I don't even remember. Oh, it was the smoke bottle, which I did use a lot.
What trait that you wrote into a character do you feel that you're most excited that you haven't necessarily used, but like it's there and you're like, I can't wait?
Yeah, one more time.
Like, so, like, say if it's a spell that you took, or some kind of ability you took, or some kind of feat you took, or even if it's an item in its ability that you haven't got to use yet. This would be a good one for Callumn, because Callumn probably has something, I'm sure, of all the crap he always ends up with.
I think the classes that I have played, it's been really easy to integrate the new abilities into how I play. And so I don't feel like I have as much to hold back.
Yeah.
As far as mechanics go.
Yeah.
Except I guess for cleric, I really want to bring someone back from the dead. That's my goal at some point in D&D. I would love to just fully save somebody. Which, might be my own mental health issue coming out.
Wait, no, you, the person who used to be the mom friend? Impossible.
Impossible.
That's okay. I don't have any issues. I'm fine. I just want to save everybody.
What about you, Mr.
I
Andrew?
keep everybody safe all the time.
What was the question again?
So essentially, is there either whether it be an item, special ability, something like that you haven't gotten to use yet that you're excited to one day get to use, or you've been like holding, whether it be in your back pocket or like,
I really
it's
want.
New, so
I
you haven't
can't
gotten to use it yet.
like. Link space is going to be such a cool ability.
Okay.
I'm literally going to be able to just full on Doctor Strange that shit. And I'm so excited for it.
Yeah, if we're talking about abilities we'll get in the future, I am excited for Andy's like astral self to become more and more pronounced.
Oh,
as
also,
he levels up, because that's cool.
Yes. Also, there is another ability that Brian made for this for the subclass that, it's a 10th level ability called Siphon Energy. Where I can choose to deal a target psychic damage and get healed in return.
Oh.
Or if I'm targeting a spellcaster, I can steal spell slots.
That's nasty.
Yeah.
As a wizard, just be like,
like
actually, no, I need that.
Yeah. No, that's gonna be a really cool ability.
That's cool.
I'm really excited for the opportunity to ride Vane someday.
Ooh,
For real.
Oh,
yeah.
when you get a saddle or
Wait, can I
Yeah.
can I ride Vane and launch fireballs?
you can be
Maybe.
held by Vane.
Maybe one day.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
I need to be on there first. I get dibs.
Fair. Fair.
Just becoming an attack helicopter. Just fireball,
Yeah, that's
fireball.
the goal.
Bring in
That's
our
the
air
goal.
support.
Yeah.
They have air support.
Damn it. What about you, Conlan?
So mine is like, I guess it's technically just saying it's written to the character, which is that Rain always has more weapons hidden because she has several kunai besides the Wink-back kunai and some other ones woven into like the dressing of her hair where she has all those rings. She has a couple of them that are just knives to hide because like no one's checking your hair.
Yeah.
So like I'm waiting for the time where eventually all weapons will be taken and be like, actually.
Yeah.
I still very much
Which is
have
exactly
weapons.
why during the heist I asked Rain to braid my brass knuckles into my hair.
Yeah, Rain knew exactly what you're doing. You're like, yep, I'm in. I do that.
It's like exactly. It's perfect. It's just like, hey, you know that thing you do every day? Can you do that for me, please?
The only problem might be is if she ever were to fall from a high height, she might smash her skull pretty badly with the fact that there's multiple metal blades literally next to her scalp.
That's what monks have slow fall for.
Brass knuckles aren't a danger to me.
Yeah. I can just be like, nope to all that fall damage. And it's fun because I'm a tabaxi, it's funny because I'm like, oh, cats, I always land on my feet.
Yeah, automatically. You don't have to roll for it. Keep prodding Brian. just till it's fact.
You're like, no, actually, I'm a cat. Never mind. I don't have to worry about that.
I'm a cat man. I automatically land on my feet.
Yeah.
It's like, no, roll for it, because we all know every once in a while a cat thinks they got it. And then it's the...
Well, that's why I have the monk ability to decrease the damage to 0.
Actually, no.
Yeah, it's like your monk level times 4 or something like that.
I'm excited to eventually get evasion with
exactly. Rain. Evasion is fun.
Because then, like, if even not moving, it's just, okay, you try and shoot at me. I evaded it. I know it loses steady aim for the next round, but oh, boo-hoo.
That is a fun thing about monks, too, is deflect missiles, which I think I only got to use once.
Yeah.
I think. And it's that you can catch a projectile, and then you can spend a key point to throw it back at
one of the best. It's one of the best abilities.
So
it's like not even just monk. It's one of the best abilities in D&D. It's fantastic.
Oh yeah,
it's just so cool.
It's fantastic.
So cool.
That happened in like during like D&D 3 or 2. Someone asked about it, and someone went, "It's not a rule, but I want it to be." We'll work on that. And then it just made it.
It's so cool.
Can I catch and throw it back? You're a monk, right? Yeah, well, you can use a key point to do that.
Why not?
And it became a rule set because, like...
It's just
like, you don't even have to spend the key point to throw it back. You can just use your reaction to catch it, regardless. That doesn't cost a key point.
Yeah. Yep. You just reduce the damage, and then you can spend a key point if you want to throw it back.
Yeah, no, it's dope. It's dope.
That is so dope.
And I like key points also because it's like it's so much more versatile than spell slots in a way. which is because it's not as powerful, right? Like the key points don't do as much as the spell, but it feels cool to like pepper little abilities throughout the whole fight, and not feel like you're gonna run out of resources.
Yeah.
Especially at a higher level. It's really fun.
Well, I think I should probably get headed to bed because
Yeah,
I also
I was about
work
to
in
say, I
the
think we
morning.
should end at bare minimum the stream itself, even if
Yeah.
anyone else wants to still
Yeah.
keep chatting separately. So
Yeah.
thank you for those who stayed. It looks like we maintained 2 viewers the whole time, but who knows if that was just ourselves.
Oh,
Thank you to the
nice.
thank you to the two of you.
Thank you for
It was
staying, bud.
it's good to at least chat, even though we didn't get to play D&D because we're all just too busy this time of year to get stuff finished.
Yeah.
But we're gonna have some more content coming up. It looks like we're trying to set up next week maybe to play, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, if my job ever
Yeah.
releases my schedule.
Yeah, and especially towards the end of next week is going to be very, very, very hectic for me.
Yeah.
So
And then we'll see what happens into March. If when we'll play it in March, because I think it'll end up being near the end of March.
okay.
Yeah, probably.
But thank you everyone who joined
Yes.
us. Have a wonderful night, and good night.
Good night.
Good night.